What we're going to do here first is lay out the lines for the track and for the cork underboard. Okay, what we're going to do first is draw the lines for the curves and all that. This one's going to be a 26-inch radius. What we're going to do first is lay down the lines for the curves. This one's a 26-inch radius. That way we can put down our cork and then our track. What we did is take a little piece of drywall here, since pivot points float in limbo, attached our ruler, drilled our holes, and what we do is we put our pen or pencil or whatever in here, and we just draw that arc. Making sure that my start point here and my end point way over here have no interference, and they have plenty of room on each side for the train to get through without knocking into anything. So we got that laid, we drew this arc, and then what we do next is we're going to take this cork. Now what you do is you fold it, and then you rip it apart. Now if you look closely at it, you can see there's a bevel on one side and a flat edge on the other. So what you do is when you put it down on the ground, put them together like this. Whoop. Got that one backwards. Sorry folks. There. That looks better. You have the two 45-degree bevels on the ends and the butt joints next to each other. So what you do, let's move this. You take one of them and you put it on one side of the line and you curve it as so. Now I'll bring the camera a little bit closer. Okay, here to show it a little bit closer. What you do is you take your cork and it's going to follow that line. That way you get a smooth arc. And you just glue it as you go, which we are going to do next. What I'm going to use is Tile Bond 3 Ultimate Wood Glue. Works great for me. What we do is we flip the cork over, put a small little bead in. Don't need a lot. I'm off camera doing the rest. Some people like to even it out and everything. What I do is I just get it down to where I need and then I smushy it. Move it down some. There we go. Once you have it where you need it, pretty much stays. And a couple places I might add some weight. Like right on the end, I put this drill right there, holds that curve, and I wipe up the excess like here, and then I can glue the other piece right next to it. Okay, the end I didn't glue because I need to cut an angle on it. Just bring this around. I need to make a little 45-degree somewhat angle right here across. See if I can do that without cutting my fingers and holding the camera at the same time. Yep. And I'll fit in like that. Now I can glue this area. Pull it back to the area where I do have glue. Just a little bit. Don't need much. That looks good. Take this, clean up a little extra, hold it down where it needs to go, and that's all you need. There we go. And we will let that dry, and then the next step is going to be to put the second one on, and then we'll sand across them and make sure they're even. Like I said, it's hard to hold the camera and do this at the same time, but we'll get it. Again, I didn't glue this in because I gotta cut it. Bring the camera over that way. Using an X-Acto knife this time would be a little easier. I mean, used an X-Acto knife last time, but we're using a regular razor blade this time to make it easier. There. Maybe a little more. There we go. Now I'll grab the glue. There. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, clean up the extra. And that's it, just let it dry. Okay, once the glue has had a chance to dry, you will take a low grit paper, like 60 grit, and you run it back and forth, a little bit side to side. Any lines, or like if it's raised in the center, I'll sand it down. I don't know if you can really tell from this video, but for like right here where I glued this down, there's a lip there, so I gotta sand that off. So just take sandpaper, your fork. Don't have to put much pressure on it. And just go until you see it. Take it down. If you put too much pressure on, you may lean it one way or the other, and you don't want that. You just want the height. See? And that's like perfectly level almost. Let's see. A little bit right there still, but over here, we're good. Still a little flat there. Another good way to figure it out is as you sand, it'll get lighter. So if you see like the adjoining piece get a hair lighter, you know you're down enough. There. And if you want, you can use a level too. I got this little nifty thing. Tape measure, but it's also got a level built in. I don't know if you can see that. And just put it on there. It's perfectly level. Perfectly level. Perfectly level. So there you go. And just keep continuing sanding down, even if it's just a light brush. It gets all the loose stuff off too. That way when you glue the track down, it's turning to something that's solid, not just perfectly up. Level. Level. Okay, another thing we're going to do is over on this end, you can see that for the roundhouse, the track is actually at the plywood level. So from here to here, it's going to be level to the plywood. And from here, I'm going to sand it up to about here and make a ramp. That way, like if a big boy's coming in, they'll slowly go down the ramp, then transition to flat. And then onto the roundhouse, and then into storage. So I'll show you a little bit of that sanding. It might take a while. I could use a knife or something and make it go a little faster, take some of the big stuff off, but not too worried about that. Just take my time. Not like I got much to do in this new COVID society. See? It's already tapering. And once I get it down enough, then I definitely got to check it once in a while for left and right. I want this as flat as possible on this one because this is not going to be a high-speed run area, so it doesn't need to have a super elevation for a curve. see, it's coming along. Halfway there. Okay, as you can see, it's a nice little transition. Nice and smooth. I'll even show it with a piece of track. Gonna be a nice, easy transition. I'm gonna glue right to it.